Hey, hello. Thank you for inviting me. This is gonna be fun. This is my well, not my first feedback session, but I've already gave feedback. But with you is like, whoa, that's cool. Yeah, nice. Thank you for all that. Yeah, yeah, that will be cool. Hey, Zodiac, Neil, Geo, Pavi. Oh, no, we.
Okay, what about now?
There you go.
Please tell me you can hear me. Yeah? Nice. Alright, I'll do it again. Hey guys, welcome. What were we saying? Oh yeah, that it was your
Oh,
second video on my channel with the remake battle, and that it
yeah.
might become a series because people and producers were asking me to maybe make it like a series and like battle other producers. But yeah. Anyway, and then I was saying, how are you guys doing? Ay, ay, ay. All right. So, I'm guessing we should go for it. And the first one is going to be Neil.
Let's go.
He's been fast. Okay. Let me know if there's the sound as well, because if there's not. Beautiful. Nice, what a start. That is really cool. The idea is really cool. What is the mixing mastering? Yeah. No, I really like the melody, the idea, and the piano is so beautiful. But I am working with Neil as well for a collab, and I know that he's a really good pianist. So that's really good
Amazing.
advantage here, and I think you should be, showing up like how do you say, showing off your piano skills, which you are, and it's really beautiful. I'll just start real quick. In the beginning, when you introduce a clap, I think it was a clap, it was really, really dry. I would put it as well a bit less loud and a bit more reverb so that it's a bit more in the mix. Then, if we go more to the drop side, the melody is really cool, but in the leads, I think it misses some power, and I think you could layer a bit more the leads with maybe some different sounds to make it a bit more original. But mainly they were a bit dry, so I would add some reverb and saturation as well, so that they really pop out in the mix during the drop. And I think the bass was really heavy as well. So I would clean the bass and reduce it a little bit. And then I was missing as well a top kick, because your kick is really in the low frequencies, which has the punch, like the power, but it misses this top kick, which will help the kick stand out in the mix, because right now we can't really hear it, and it really needs to be, one of the main elements in the drop. So yeah, that's what I've put right now.
For me, it's like the clap that you said. It's the same for me. Like I needed to hear more reverb, if that's a word.
Yeah.
There's also like a big snare in the build-up that I think it should be a bit louder. Like I feel it too much in the background. And for the drop, I think also that it needs kind of a little more shimmer side, like the high frequencies. And I also feel it like a little muddy in the 300, 600 hertz.
Yeah.
I think that's because of the bass and because of the kick that needs that top kick that you said, because we are feeling it in the bass part, but we are not hearing it in the top, like pack.
Yeah.
So, but amazing track, amazing piano.
Yeah, honestly, it has a great potential. I think you'll have a great track once. Oh, yeah. So this is going to happen many times. Just because my camera decides to stop every couple seconds. I don't know why. Don't mind it. I'm coming back real quick. All right, next. Next, we have Carl.
Okay, Carl.
One side thing, Zachog. I'll probably give you my feedback in English because most people here are English speakers. But if you want, Passoni, you can translate real quick in Spanish for him what I say. And this way, it'll help you. All right. That's a remix. I said no remix, but that's okay. I'll just cut it out from the video.
In the whip on a Tuesday night, got the music high, you by my side, side. Top down and the mood is high, and the mood is right, and you by my side, side. Yeah. Late night conversations, electric emotions, sprinkle with a little bit of sex and explosion. Yeah. Late night body second, engine stimulation, sprinkle with a little bit of sex, feel in its moment. Yeah.
Well, that's fire. I don't have too much to say about it.
Hot as hell.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Is that demo ready? Did I miss?
Yeah, demo ready. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing is over here. There's a sort of like vocoder, vocal chop kind of thing, which I think, because it's in the second half of the drop, could be cool if you like make it more as a main element. Like I wanted to hear it more because I was like, oh, that's a cool element. But honestly, it's clean. It's really clean. I don't really have anything to say about it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. The frequency response is very balanced, so it hears
super balanced.
Very well mixed.
Yeah. Hats off. It is ready indeed. All right. Hagen, it's your turn.
Hagen.
Want to go ahead this time?
Okay, so amazing idea, amazing track. I think the claps in the verse to build up was a lit loud. And if you hear like in the build up we have like all these high frequencies from the clap and the risers, and when we go to the drop, it loses all the high frequencies, so it doesn't have that energy. That's what I feel at least. And I think there's a riser at the end of a drop that also it's a bit loud, and there you can hear the difference with the drop that loses the high frequencies, and then you hear all the frequencies from that riser, and it feels like okay, the energy, like where is it? That's for me.
Yeah, agreed. I'm not sure there, but I feel like maybe some notes or some chords were sounding like a bit off in terms of the key, especially in the beginning of the breakdown. I don't know if it's just me, but anyway, in the breakdown, I thought that the sub was a bit loud. I think you could decrease it a little bit, like it was very, like all those low end. And then for the leads, I think the melody has a good potential. Like it's a really cool idea, but the leads I think needs more power. I think it needs to add a bit more layers that has like some body, and adding a bit more saturation and distortion as well, so that they stand out in your drop. What did I say? Oh yeah, I was missing a bit of mid frequencies in the drop, like with the chords. I could really hear the leads in the bass, but not really the mid frequencies. So maybe I would bring up the chords if you have them. And I would also maybe change the kick sample, which I don't know, really didn't stand out. I don't think he was having a good... I don't think the sample was the best, so I think you could find a better sample. And that'll add and help with the energy that Passoni was saying as well in the drop. And yeah, that's it for me. Which headphones do you have?
M50X too.
M50X?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do have the same ones.
Yeah, best headphones.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Zachog, it's your turn. So first, I wanted to say, because I've seen on the chat you were hesitating to send it, so I just want to say congratulations to do that. So, all right, it's an idea. Let's go. Cool. So this is an idea. Yeah, no, I think the idea is cool. As someone was saying, the plucky lead at the beginning was very original, and the build-up I think was your best part. The build-up was really, really cool. To repeat that just a part of the melody and not give the whole melody was a great thing. It was great. Then in the drop, But it's just an idea, so I know that you're gonna do that after, but I'm just gonna still say it. Definitely needs cleaning in the frequencies. Like I think it's very sub heavy. Like it was like a big low rumble in my headphones, like that. And not really like a mid bass. And I think very muddy as well. So I would clean that. And in the leads are cool, but I think let's see. I think I would add a bit more sidechain to it so that it bounces a bit more, because I feel like it's missing some a little bit, and I think it would give you more of that. The kick is really powerful too, that's for sure, so you can decrease that a little bit. And then I was missing a lot of the other drums. I didn't hear any other percussion loops, claps, snares, all that, shakers or whatever. So I would definitely add that to help with the energy as well. But I think you were saying it's not great, but no, it's good. Just continue developing it, and you'll have a good idea. That's
it's like part of how we make music, right? So we start with an idea, we start like the basic arrangement on the basic idea, and then we start redeveloping. I feel sometimes like a couple chords went out of key, or I don't know if it's just me, and for the drop you still need like more layers to the leads, because it feels like there's only one layer on one sound and there's nothing else, and feels repetitive also. So you need to start making like transitions, then adding some loops to another, maybe hi-hats, ride, some snares, some fills over here and there. But the idea is good, so keep developing and let's see where you go with it.
Yeah, speaking of repetitive, I thought the beginning, the breakdown before the whole part before the build up was very repetitive and monotonous, because it was only the same plucky melody all over. So try to add a few drums, like a clap here, a shaker here, I don't know, whatever, like some fills, some transitions, some I don't know, maybe another instrument as well that comes in the half here to keep adding stuff for the listener to listen to. I think that was my last note.
Yep.
But you'll get there. You'll have a good one.
And like you use a lot of atmospheres, that helps a lot too.
Yeah. Do you want to say a few things of what we say in Spanish real quick? Because I don't know.
Zachog, lo que decíamos era que se sentía un poco repetitivo la parte del piano, como que le falta ciertas transiciones y comenzar a poner layers de loops o cosas tipo hi-hats, shakers, de repente también atmospherics, ¿no? Que son las partes que pueden ir por debajo cuando estás en tu verso. Pero fuera de eso, la idea está buena. Nos falta un poco de layers en los leads, para que se sienta menos repetitivo y que no se sienta que solamente es un solo piano que está tocando y tocando y tocando, ¿no? Pero nada, sigue haciendo la idea y a ver a dónde llega. Pero todo bien.
All right.
Okay, my Spanish is better than my English.
You can see how more confident you get when you speak Spanish.
Yeah.
All right, next we have, I think, Noisy Sound. He said that's him. So let's go.
Promise me one thing, give me your heart, and I'll give you the world. Girl, that's a start. They say that love's a game. You try to outrun it, try to outgun it. Can't get enough of its touch. I do the shit with a rush. You get ahead of yourself, wasting my time, I can tell. It's up to me, babe. Honestly, I don't trust anyone else. Put my love on a shelf, you know I'm going through hell. Look at my face, every night I'm just crying for help. And I'm holding on to nothing. This love is going bad on us, baby. I'm standing here for nothing. This is the time that I got out of your way. Woo!
The chills. Yeah, the chat is gonna go crazy here. Yeah, no, that's super cool. It's super cool. I do have a couple things to say, but it's a great idea. You're gonna kill it with this one for sure. For me, the only thing in the drop that I think could be better is there's one bass line that is very repetitive, like that. And for me, it was very repetitive. I don't know if you could do a bit of, I don't know, octave change or something. I know you did like an octave change, like you actually went to the next octave, like that. But inside the, if you could add something a bit, I don't know, a jump or something that makes it a bit interesting, because it was very repetitive, like so I don't know. That was me. And otherwise, at the beginning, I thought that there was a lot of sub reese. It was very loud in terms of the bass sub in my headphones, at least in the beginning and not in the drop. And also the Atmos, like the rain and other stuff that you had at the beginning, was also, I think, a bit too loud, that you could decrease a little bit. Vocal sounded great as well. The cinematic drums were awesome. And yeah, actually 4Vision might be right. Some super saw chords in the could definitely help. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
for
ahead.
me, there was a lead in the drop. Not the main lead, like the second part of the drop. There was a second lead that feels like too thin. It needs a little more power, because it's so different from the first lead, and the other is too thin. So it's like, okay. Another thing, amazing piano.
Yeah.
Amazing start. I love that, like that low keys in the chords.
Yeah.
And I think also you need, like, in the drop, you can add more things, like Chad said, song ear candy here and there, because it feels repetitive at some point, but it's a great idea.
Yeah, ear candy would be nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To fill it up a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I
Also
just
also play with panning, right? Like,
Oh yeah,
because
that would
everything
be
is
really interesting. Yeah,
in-
yeah.
in the center.
Yeah. On another note, I just closed the submissions for the form because I don't have 3 hours like I usually do today. I'll have to go around 9:30, so in an hour. So I'm going to do my best to go through all of them. So let's go to the next one. Oh, what is that? Tiny URL? What is that? Oh, interesting. All right. You're welcome.
How's your mother? Tell me, how's your family? Are you doing better, even subtle? Did you say you don't even know me? I'm the one you wanted forever. Is it the truth or just another bad dream? It's a whole little different picture. Is it an alternate universe? 'Cause I bet we were not strangers. All the secrets I've been keeping, all the stories left untold. Where's my baby? Where did she go? Is it an alternate universe? Wanna feel like it.
This is cool. This is cool. It's like a chill pop song. It's nice. So I have a couple things for you to improve it. I think be careful. It saturates, it distorts, at least in my headphones. I don't know if you as well. But it does do that, so be careful about that. Then I would change the snare sample. I don't think it's the best for this track. And also, like, I think having a snare with, like, a nice long reverb as well. Tail would be nice and go well with the vibe. Also, in your chorus, you play with very short bass notes. I think for this type of track that is more low-key and chill, I would play with actual just long bass notes that kind of like follows the chords. You can still, add a little bit of like portamento, I think would work well as well in that type of track. And I would add more chords as well, because you had a lot of the low end, which I think you could also clean and reduce a little bit. And you had the higher frequencies with the vocals too, and your nice little pluck melody, but it missed some body and some chords to really help support the vocals. So, yeah. Arlene, I think I stopped this like a minute ago. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But yeah, otherwise, really cool. Yeah.
I agree with what you said. And for me, as a drummer, it's like in the verse, we have like a hi-hat.
Yeah.
You can add like a variation in the second part, like.
Oh, nice.
Like, because it feels like so repetitive, like the pattern is not changing, so you need to develop like the drums, like 8 bars, let's take, then you go to the second 8 bars, like 16 bars, and no, so that will give it like the flow, so you are advancing in the song. But if you stay like, I know there's like an open hi-hat like every 16th or every 8, but if you add that variation, that's okay. So that's for me. Everything else, I feel like the distortion, it's more like a sound design thing. I didn't feel it like distortion in the sound, but in my case, I love it.
Yeah, no, I think once you keep working on it, it'll, I don't know, it's a nice, really like chill track with super good vocals. So yeah, honestly, really nice. Keep working on it. I think it's gonna be great. Yeah, really like the vibe overall.
Yeah, amazing vibe.
All right, Peavey, it's your turn. I wrote what I sent a new version because you took it. Don't worry, if there's copyright, I'll just mute it in the video that I'm gonna keep on the channel, so that's fine. The idea is really cool. I think the idea is really cool. Although I would raise the leads and reduce the sub bass a bit more, so that it's, because I feel like it's the opposite right now, so that it's a bit more balanced. And then I would add maybe a bit more things, like a bit more ear candy here and there, or I don't know, a bit more things, but maybe it's the style as well that wants it to be a bit more low-key, so I don't know. But yeah, good.
Yeah, the idea is really great. Also, like, I miss hi-hats. I think I didn't hear hi-hats.
It came at the second half of the drop.
But wait, can you play the second part of the drop, please? I need to hear on YouTube.
Yes.
You need like go like turn it up a little bit so I can hear better.
Yeah. The ARP as well, I think would be a great idea. Yeah, I think For Vision has a good idea here.
And for the there's a layer of synth feel like 3 notes or 4 notes. I think it needs a bit of delay maybe, so it can. I feel it's a bit dry.
Yeah, no, all those are good ideas. Yeah, I think you need to develop it a bit more, to make it a bit more interesting, less repetitive. But all these, I think, are good ideas. Yeah. Nadav, yes, you can always submit by DM. Although I'm very late always for feedback, because my inbox gets a bit crowded sometimes. But go ahead and I'll do my best. Shrishti. Demo ready? Okay. I think it has a good potential for a nice trap sound. But for me, the main thing is that it's very, very repetitive. Like there's that plucky melody loop, like the whole time. It'd be cool if you can like change it up. I don't know why I thought the rhythm of that plucky melody was going to change for the drop with something a bit more rhythmic and energetic, like a bit more like fast. So maybe that could help as well. I would change the kick sample that you have in the beginning here, because I didn't find it was having impact or anything. So I would change it. And yeah, I think a bit more like ear candies and stuff. But yeah, try and bring some variation, I think, in the arrangement and all that, to have a bit more of a progression and make it more interesting for the listener to listen. But I think he has a great potential and a great idea there. So, yeah.
Yeah, same for me. I think you can try, if you don't want like to change the melody, you can try playing with octaves. So maybe you can have lower octave, then in the drop higher, or maybe mix it like higher, lower. But it needs it needs like more variation. It feels very, very repetitive.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe the lead melody, same, if you don't want to change the melody, maybe you can change the sounds that you use, you know, so that the break and the drop is different. And I think they could also use a bit more saturation or something to make them stand out a little bit more. But yeah,
you can play with like a question and response.
Yeah.
So maybe one sound is like dun dun dun, then another dun dun dun. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you need to try more things.
Yeah. All right, Gio, it's your turn.
Would you put me first? Could you be that trusting, sweet little word, but better than nothing? Send me a sign that you really want me in your life. I don't wanna fight, I don't wanna be without you tonight. So send me a
Go ahead, I'll let you go first this time.
Okay. So for me, it feels like it's okay in the mix. There's a couple things that maybe are too loud in the build up, like the riser for me. Um, but everything else, I feel it like it's well suited in the mix. And there's a clap in the drop that I would like give it like 1 dB maybe because it's too in the background, but that clap makes it bouncy. So if you like add it like 1 dB, it's gonna like you're gonna feel up. So, but it's an amazing track. It's an amazing idea for me.
Yeah, no, it's. I think it'll be great. Yeah, I have a few things. So in the beginning, in the breakdown, you have a lot of like scratch effects, which I think is a good idea to have, but I feel like they were too repetitive, like they went too often. Whereas I think it'd be better used if it was a bit more, one time here and there, or to help transition and go to the next part, for example. Every 8 bars or something like this. Then I was missing some chords in the build-up to like help raising the energy, because you can see as well here you have a big difference in the wave sound wave. So yeah, I felt like there was too much of a difference here. I thought the bass in the build-up was very loud, like the riser that you said. I know it's supposed to be, but I think it was a bit too much. So I would reduce that. I think your kick in the drop is a bit too loud. I would reduce it a little bit because it's very punchy. And then the leads, I agree, are very original. I really like them. But I thought that they had trouble to really stand out in the mix. So I would add a bit more reverb and saturation to help them stand out and really carry the drop. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, great.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're at half. Yeah, Zodiac, it's yours.
Yay, Zodiac.
Awesome.
Track.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was insane. That was really cool.
So for me, it's I only have one note or two. The first one is maybe you can use a pre-shifted clap in the verse. Like I feel it can give it a little more variation. And for the drop, I would love to hear a bit more loud the fast LFO thing, like and you have like I don't know if it's a bass or a lead that goes every 8 bars, like so if you can lower up, but if you can turn up a little of the volume, I would love that.
Yeah, speaking about the clap in the breakdown, I was thinking it was a bit too dry as well. because I know in the beginning you have a bit more of this dreamy reverb vibe, so I think it would match a bit more. But also, I thought the resub that you had in the break was a bit too loud. I would reduce it, a couple dBs, because it was a bit overpowerful. And then in the drop, I mean, it was insane. But I feel like the leads could be raised a little bit to, have a bit more impact in the drop. So a bit more saturation, reverb, and I think it'd be good. I know as well in the last part of the drop, you remove them and you only have kind of like an extended mix. Personal taste, I wasn't really fan of it because I feel like as a listener, I was like, oh, okay, it's the end. I'm going to go to the next song. So I'm not sure it's the best idea. I know it's probably there, to be original and do something a bit different. But I don't know, maybe keep one lead with like a different sound to have like this second part of the drop. But I don't know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe it's personal as well. I don't know, but I know that as a listener, if I would have listened to this, I would have went to the next song. So I'm just saying this. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Amazing track, by the way. Amazing track.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Amazing drums.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. Nadav, I've seen your vortex. I'll check Instagram after. TSR, let's go.
AD.
Is that released? Yeah, here I would go to the next one. Because I really feel like it's the end of the song. If
feels like an end, yeah.
Yeah, if I don't see the sound wave, on Spotify or something, I would be like, okay, next. Or I would expect the next one to start. That's very interesting. Yeah, apparently it's done, but it's a very interesting choice. As listener, I would be like, no.
This was posted for ID, I think.
No, this apparently is released.
Okay.
I think he said idea, but it's not idea.
Yeah.
I don't have too much to say. It's great. I think at the beginning I was hearing a bit too much low end sub recent stuff, and I felt as well like there was a couple notes in the bass that were off key. But
me too.
Yeah, right. There was some that were sounding off key. Yeah.
For me, it's like in the drop you need more ear candy, stuff here and there, maybe vocal
bounce.
drops or
they live for that in future bounce. You don't have a second of rest for your ear. Yeah. But yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah, I mean it's released. So
this one I really feel like it was the end of the song.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Apparently, it's something that they do. The progressive house producer was surprised about this trick. Yeah, for me, it's not a trick.
Maybe we're too old.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's just for me as a listener. I hear this, I'm like, okay, next, and I would have completely missed half of the song. But yeah, interesting. Swears. But yeah, otherwise it was awesome.
Yeah.
For Vision, normally it's more unreleased, even only unreleased. This thing was 2 days ago before, so I kept it. But usually, it's just there's different producers and that do live feedback sessions. I don't believe in feedback after it's released because the person's not gonna apply it, and I feel like if you don't apply the feedback, it doesn't really help you. So I prefer here to do only unreleased songs so that it really helps you. yeah, I'm happy, you know, when people message me after the live feedback and be like, hey, I did your feedback and it got signed. And I feel like, you know, I've been helpful. Whereas if it's like, hey, thanks for the feedback, but they don't do anything about it, I don't really believe in that. Every producer have different, you know, opinions about this. But on my channel, I'd rather do unreleased stuff. So, yeah. All right, Source, let's go. Nice chords. This is cool. So it's an idea. I think it has a great potential. I like the melody. It's really cool. Speaking of the melody, I think it'd be cool if you have a bit more attack and sidechain in the leads. And I think this would help, you know, have a bit more groove and bounce and a bit more energy in the drop. Speaking about the drop, I think you can raise the drums and FX fills and all that because they were really in the back, and it'll help with, you know, having more energy in your song. I would also have more mid bass. I can hear the sub, but I'm missing like a nice mid bass in the drop. The leads, the pluck melody that you have in the breakdown could use a bit more reverb to go with the vibe of the rest. Go ahead.
Yep. For me, I feel like it needs kind of little variation in the lead. I feel it repetitive at some point. There's also some of the melody. I don't know if it's off key or is it just me. And I miss like in the second part of the drop a loop, a clap loop. I miss that.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it needs like the claps there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel so empty.
Yeah, I think
And
as
that's
well
it for me.
it's because it's an idea the volume is low, but I think you can like, raise everything. But yeah, it's a great idea. Like keep working on it.
Great idea.
Yeah. yeah. Ooh.
Who's next?
I recognize the names here. I think it's gonna be amazing. All right. You guys are doing a lot of songs together, aren't you? Because I think you've already sent one together last time. he always do that. I know he always do that, Brownie. He always do that. I was at the end of the first drop. I was like, yes, and no, there was only one drop. I know he always do that.
You
Damn it!
You got the energy.
But it's, I mean, in a way, it's great for for Spotify, I guess, because being, one listener that I love his music, I've been listening to Out of My Mind, I think, one of his songs, like on repeat. But on repeat, when I say on repeat, it's like a full day. And because I want to hear more the drop, because he only gives me one before. So I guess it's a great idea for that, But yeah.
Yeah.
I swear, it got me hyped, and I was like, where is it? Yeah, no, it's as planned, it's great. The only thing for me is the vocals are completely drowned. It's great vocals, but they're too drowned in the reverb and delay. So if you reduce that, it'll sound great. I think I could hear like a little vocoder as well under, which is really cool. And yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say here. The only thing I'd be careful is in the sound, in the level, like volume levels, because you can see here that there's a big difference, and I could feel it as well, where from the build up it went like to the drop, and it was a bit try to reduce that difference, still keeping the impact at the drop, obviously, but that's the two notes that I have on it, really.
Yeah, I only have one note. It's from the vocals in the start, in the verse. I maybe try to lower a bit the vocals if it's not for the reverb and delay that's running the vocals. But there's a trick that if you lower the volume when you're hearing your song or your mix, when it's on low volume, you need to hear like all the elements, not just the vocals. And I did that when I was listening, and I feel like the vocals were too loud, and I couldn't feel like the melody down the vocals. And then that fixes in the build up. So keep an eye on it.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. I love that. I live for that music at the moment. Yeah. Another remix. Guys.
I'm at a payphone trying to.
Oh, the copyright.
Strike one.
Yeah. No strikes. No, I'll mute it after the live.
Home, all of my change I spent on you. Where have the times gone, baby? It's all wrong. Where are the plans we made for two? Yeah, I know it's hard to remember.
Awesome. It's gonna give me some good copyright issues, but it's awesome. No, the remix is really cool. Really, really cool. I just have a few things, especially at the beginning here before the drop. I think your chords are quite muddy, so I would be careful and just try to reduce a bit in the 250, 500 hertz areas. Then in the drop, I think your leads can definitely use more like some layer of more high frequencies and saturation because they had trouble to stand out from the mix. That, and I would add like a nice top kick as well, so that it really push through the mix, and yeah, that was it for me.
Yeah, as a Maroon 5 fan of all times, this hurts me in my heart. It's a great remix. Yeah, I feel like it needs a bit more mixing in some parts. I feel the voice, the vocal was a bit loud too, and
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, and nothing. Well,
Yeah,
I need to like this is like one part of the remix, right?
yeah. I'm
So,
guessing it's not the whole thing.
mhm.
What was he saying? Yeah,
And
it's an idea. I think it's gonna be a sick remix.
it's an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to add like more layers in the leads. I also feel like it lacks like high frequencies or some shimmery
Yeah.
leads, something that break through the mix. And the top kit you also need it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, Zane. Sorry. The feedback is just the link is closed because I need to leave in like 30-ish minutes. So yeah, I'll reopen it if we're done the submissions. But for now, yeah. Sorry, I just have a bit less time today.
Be rewind.
All right. Showing back one direction. It's a nice treatment on the atmosphere. I love the plug. Cool. I'm also wondering what is off.
I think it's an Atmo that is out of key, like
Yeah.
a sustained Atmo that gets out of key at some point.
Yeah, because it's subtle, but yeah. Yeah. I forgot what I wanted to say, but I think the guy said something which I was like, yes. And I forgot. But I think if you have more sidechain in the drop, it'll help the leads. And that'll be good. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. Did you have something to say?
Only that the Atmo that gets out of key makes me like.
I found it again. It's variations, because it was very repetitive the whole time.
Yeah, it's
so
repetitive.
Yeah, in the arrangement, I would try to bring in some variation. Try to add, I don't know, strings or pads or different chords, or change the plug sound, or change the melody as well. Don't have the melody at the beginning, just have the chords, Try to.
I will also play with sorry for
no,
before I forget. I also try using auto filters. Like for the build up, I feel
you mean
like
automation?
You need to,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. in life, it's auto filter when you it's a device. High pass, low pass for the build up, and you can bring earlier the leads from the drop. That's it.
Yeah. For the questions in the chat, there's 5 left. And the next feedback session will be, I think, end of August, because I'll be gone like the first 3 weeks. I won't be here. I'll be in vacation in Europe. So I'll try to do one end of August when I come back. Yeah.
Vacations. What's that?
That's the same guy. Nice. So actually, there's 4 left. Because I said 1 per person, and because there's people waiting for their feedback, I'm gonna just do 1 per person, so it stays fair for everyone. And if we still have time, I'll reopen the submissions. All right. Ooh, epic orchestral. Hans Zimmer coming. Oh, this is so beautiful.
Oh my god.
I love that. I think it's released though, but... Reminds me the music in The Maze Runner. I was waiting something even more at the end, you know, with really all the cinematic drums, crazy, you know. But damn. I mean, so yeah, I think this one's released. There's nothing to say about it because for the track that it is, like, for the purpose of the track, it is insane. But I hope you try and like get, you know, some TV license or something because it is insane. Like, you can, like, I don't know, I easily see this in The Maze Runner or I don't know, you know, like Interstellar and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, he's here. Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, I hope you get TV license and stuff like this, you know, like to play it in movies or something because it's insane and it sounds so clean. I have nothing to say about it. Yeah.
Flywitch, is this all VSTs? Please tell me.
Oh yeah. I wanted to know because the string that goes tung tung tung, I felt were so realistic.
Yeah.
So yeah, is it real instruments or is it VST? Please tell us. Or maybe
I
he
won't sleep
plays
if
it.
you don't tell us. Or maybe he plays it. Oh, that would be cool.
I hope he replies. It's Hans Zimmer, new producer.
I won't sleep if he doesn't reply. I'm gonna be
Labs
up all night.
Contact 6. Pwah.
Labs Contact
Labs.
6.
You did this with a
Amazing.
free?
Amazing.
Damn, that's hats off. Honestly, yeah, insane. Thank you for sending that track. It was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, easy listening to.
All right, let's go.
Albion. Oof, Albion 1.
I start the
Amazing.
drive with my eyes wide and a sun-drenched golden mind. My rearview shines on my memories
guitar.
as I slowly pass them by. I can't lie, my fear's on fire. My heart, it pounds to stay alive. I'm confused, gently amused. All along I sing the blues. One step in the midnight city, I'm here till time keeps moving, trying to figure out how to dance and cry and be alright. One step in the midnight city, sometimes my breath escapes me, trying to find the eye of the hurricane. Hurricane, that's my mind.
Ooh, that's nice.
It's my mind. Stoplights ablaze in the evening.
This is really nice. It's really sweet. I have a few things. I think at the beginning your chords pads are a bit muddy, so I would clean them with an EQ a bit. And in the chorus, I would fill up the frequency spectrum a bit more. So I would add a bit more chords, piano, something like to have a bit more body, because it felt a bit thin. And I think the vocals could stand out a bit more with more saturation, maybe more layers of vocals, with doubles, harmonies, and yeah, maybe a bit more volume. But yeah, it's a really nice track. Yeah.
Yeah, I only have one note
Yeah.
I hear. It's the electric guitar. I would like give it 1 dB or 2 dBs because I love the
Yeah.
like I don't know if it's a melody, if it's like a little ornament. I think it's the name. But it feels like it's too lower the volume.
Yeah. Okay, we just have 2 left, so I'll just reopen real quick. If you guys want to send like 2, 3, 4 more, I think we have time for that. So go quick. Now.
ID, hurry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another remix. Ugh. Damn, it's gonna be long for me to clean the stream. Oh, this is beautiful.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, it's so beautiful. Here I would start to introduce more stuff though. Oh,
Oh.
BPM automation.
Yeah.
The things we used to do and used to be.
There's something off key here.
I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free. Do you think about me when the club is gone? It used to be so.
That little shimmer thing, like that high frequencies, it's nice, but it hurts my ear. So either reduce it or maybe tame the harsh frequency that is hurtful for the ear, but it's a nice little touch. It's cool here, but the vocals in the drop are drowned. You don't hear them. So if you want to add the vocals, maybe make them make them stand out from the mix, because we couldn't hear them. But I think it'd be cool to have them on the second part. It's really sick. It's awesome. Except what I said, during the time. I don't have anything else. But yeah, at the beginning the piano is beautiful, but I would add half of it. I would start to add more things like more piano, or something else to make it more interesting, because it's a bit repetitive after. But yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, amazing idea. I love the remix. I love the cat too. I love cats. And yeah, I need more variation in the intro. I love the BPM automation. That was a really good trick. And yeah, there was something off key in the first bar, I think, but then I didn't listen anything off key.
Yeah.
I didn't hear like the shimmery thing, like the ARP. It didn't like hurt my ears, but yeah, it could be a little lower.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Nadav, you can send me now if you want, because we're gonna have some time, real quick. And Instagram, I'll get your message, but I'll probably get back to you tomorrow, because today I have a crazy planning. I need to leave right after, so give me a few days. All right.
Skin, I bet you are feeling just the way I do. Vibing on the dance floor, show me your intention. Baby, we got the fire and we burn it up. We got the fire.
but I love the second part way more than the first one. Because seeing how interesting and more things you have here, I feel like it's a bit too long to go there. Because at first I was going to say it's repetitive, but then here, this part is quite nice and have some nice variations. And also, maybe if you bring a few elements here, just to tease that there's going to be more, that'd be nice. I don't know if you know what I mean, but yeah. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel more like this is an extended, also like extended
This part, yeah.
song. Yeah, so DJs can be able to mix it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
also
that's
for
true,
the
yeah.
first drop, I feel like the lead it was too loud for me when I want to. I mean, I love it, and I wanted to listen it louder, but it hurts my ear. So you can lower it a bit so people can actually put the volume up and
No, it was nice.
don't die. Yeah, but amazing track.
Yeah, no, it was awesome.
Nice vocals, so.
Yeah. Yeah, really cool. All right. Sound cup.
Sunken eyes, watch the sun go by, waiting for my dawn. I was yours, baby, you were mine, and I already know. Fool me once, won't fool me 2 times. There's a chance to prove. Prove me wrong, so I don't cry. Either way I do. Wanna make it last forever, but it's hard to ghost. Were we happy ever after? Were just so wicked, so you can't find something that just stay back, even though you try to let go. We were happy ever after, and now we're just ghosts.
The bass.
Try to find.
This is really cool. Yeah, and unique overall. The only thing is that overall, I feel like it's all drowned in reverb, but yeah, but otherwise, I think if you just control the reverb and make it sound more clean overall, it'll be amazing. It's really, really cool. It's fun. It has rhythm energy. Like, I don't know. It's really cool. Yeah, no, it's really cool. A few things as well. The kick in the drop I felt was very. It has a lot of low end, like around 100, but it misses a bit of the top side of the kick to punch through the mix. So there was this, and yeah, vocals drowned, but as well because of too much reverb and all that. But it's really cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. I only feel like it needs some mixing,
Yeah.
but everything, like
Yeah.
elements are there, but
Yeah.
with the proper mix, it's gonna be a great track. Also,
Yeah.
in the first part, I was expecting a bigger drop, but it was like a second build-up,
Maybe there's something here. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's a great idea. With mixing, proper
Yeah.
mixing is gonna be fire. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And the reverb, honestly, I mean on both vocals, but in general, even on the instruments, I can hear it, and it makes it all a bit too drowned. So yeah, just control that a bit more, mix a bit more, so that everything has its place, because it feels like everything is messy. But if every element has its place in the mix, it'll sound great. It's a really fun track. It's nice. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Native, this is your song. You got it. Ooh, it's your house. the leads. The drop gotta be good. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think it's too repetitive overall. Yeah, I mean it's really cool. Honestly, the whole part here is really cool. But I was expecting more in terms of I feel like the drop is just the exact same elements here, but like with more drum loops. Really? Did you feel the same?
Yeah, I feel
Like
the same.
I thought it was gonna
like,
be way more because like this was
Yeah.
like a great tease, but I feel like the whole track is just like a tease, and I'm missing this really full part with everything and a bit more bouncy like Future House. Yeah,
Yeah, it needs like a layer in the
Yeah.
drop. The lead needs one. It needs saturation, I think, a little overdrive maybe, and it needs like a layer that it's more in the high frequencies, maybe a noise layer that can make
yeah,
it. I feel
more.
like it needs higher frequencies. So maybe I don't know if it's
Yeah.
layers or something.
Yeah, I didn't
But
really hear high
it was like
frequencies.
it was like the first the verse or the build up with more volume. So
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how it felt. So as a listener, you're like you were expecting more. So yeah, I would try and maybe I don't know, maybe how do you say? Not rewrite, but like find something else, something different, something more interesting for the drop, because the whole track is pretty much the same. So I think it's really repetitive. So if you bring in some variations, it'll be great. Because honestly, it starts great, and I think it has a good potential. But I think it needs a bit more development in the idea, so that it's really more interesting and gives that energy. Because like you tease the listener, but then I felt like, yeah, it wasn't what I was expected. What I was expecting. Yeah.
Yep. Well, it says it needs vocals, so let's see how.
Yeah, maybe vocals will help as well. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, for Vision, last one. Yeah, it kind of gives me the future bass vibes, but, and that's what I was writing here, I miss the high frequencies because here I can really hear that I'm missing a nice, higher screechy chords type of super saws, which I think would help with the energy, because especially with the kick snare pattern that you go for, and like that big reverb and all, that's where, it would go, like, where you would have all the chords like, like, that's what the vibes gave me. But yeah, and then as well, there was this one percussion. This one, Duke. I think it's a bit too loud. It's really nice, but I think it's a bit too loud. I would reduce it a little bit because it has a lot of reverb, so I'd put it more in the back of the mix. I think the vocal chops in the drop could be more of the main elements, and I think if you layer them or use the vocal doubler, put them on the side, add saturation, distortion, like to have more power and more vocal chops body, I guess. I would also be careful in the volume levels. As you can see, like the drop should be the loudest part in your song, not the breakdown. And I think as well the kick and snare sample, I see exactly where you want to go, but I don't think it's the best sample for it. Or maybe the snare was too dry as well. I think usually for something like this you want multiple snare layers to have a bigger snare impact. And I think the kick was missing power as well. I think that was it for now.
Yeah, for an idea, I feel like the idea was cool.
Yeah.
Guitars need some mixing. I feel it so muddy. Needs some tame in the 400, is the 500. But yeah, it's a great idea. I would love to see it mixed because the volume levels were like louder in the build up and lower in the drop. But I love it.
Yeah, I think it has a great potential. The idea is here. It just needs some more work, but it's an idea, so obviously. But I think it's there, and I think once you finish it, it's gonna sound great. So yeah, I think it's a great track. It has the vibes and all that. It has all the elements, the progression and all that. So it's really cool. Audren Music, go ahead. I opened the form again just for you. So go ahead quick, because I still have like 5 minutes to do yours as the last one, because you're here. In the form is either on the top of the chat or in the description of the video. So go ahead. And then yours will be the last one, I think. Then I need to go. All right.
By the way, Gatorade did not sponsor us.
Who?
Gatorade. Yeah, I need to how you say it
you're welcome.
In English.
The what?
You know why.
Oh, is it here? Is it Audren or? Because who's that?
ID.
I uploaded on YouTube. What? Did you send this form here? Yeah, but I need you to send me the link, and the link you can submit it to, like, on this form here. That is in the description of the live or at the top of the chat. Because I need the link to watch it. No.
What?
No, guys, guys, stop! Please sending. I was just waiting for Audrey because he was there waiting for his feedback, but because we already had you, so I want to give the chance to someone else to get his feedback, so that everyone can have one. There you go. All right.
There we go.
Oh, the vocal chops are nice. It's cool. The only thing I miss is maybe like a bass in the drop chorus. But I'm really unfamiliar with that genre of music, so
Yeah,
I
me
don't
too.
think I would be very helpful there. Yeah, the only thing is I feel like I missed this power of a sub bass or bass or something to fill up the frequency spectrum, because the rest is filled,
Yeah.
but just not the low end.
As Neil says, it's a sub bass that you
Yeah.
need. Like, I think this is Mombaton.
Yeah,
kinda
it feels like
reggaeton.
it. Yeah,
So they are based in the sub bass more than the bass.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and otherwise, I think it works. You know, if I would be listening to this, there's nothing that shocks me or anything. It has an arrangement that I understand. You know, progresses and all that. Yeah, all good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Passoni, ¿tienes 25
All right.
años? No. Emmanuel, tengo 31 años. 31. I'm old, yeah. And I have a family too.
If you knew the
Nah,
amount of
it's
people
okay, it's
that
okay.
think I'm 18 or something like that.
25. Okay, I feel younger now.
Yeah, it's nice. All right, cool. I think that's gonna be it for today, because I need to run. As always, if you need feedback, feel free to send me like on Discord, on the Discord server, or on Instagram. On Instagram, I might be a bit slower to reply because I get asked every day for it. So that's why I do these. But yeah, thank you for all of you guys who just tuned in and stayed the whole stream until there. Really thank you. And yeah, Jolo Music, sorry, the feedback session just finished now. I have to run. But send me a message. And yeah, I hope that you guys like the new song as well that I released yesterday. Really happy and can't believe I did. I got a Spotify editorial playlist. But yeah, hopefully you like it. And yeah, hopefully we were helpful for you on your feedback today. And yeah, have a good weekend. And I'll see you, what are we, Saturday? So tomorrow for a new video, which is the music video of To the Finish Line. Like, I did a whole music video with like footage, like an actual music clip. So it's gonna be fun. Yeah. All right, cool. Bye bye.
I made it.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you. Bye, guys.